right. Thanks, Brian.
Let me do the intro because that's how
Oh,
I'm
okay.
rolling.
Great.
I'll do that real quick. I want to introduce you guys. All right, so let's go. So Anthony Dey and Hilary Bowman are co-founders of Querious. Its first tool, Quick, enhances attorney-client conversations with generative AI. Quick integrates into Microsoft Teams and prompts attorneys in real time to consider legal issues and ask clarifying questions. So now you can take it away, Hilary.
Thanks. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Hilary Bowman. I'm joined by Anthony Dey. We're experienced attorneys and the co-founders of Querious. If you're anything like us, you've had client meetings that take an unexpected turn. As a healthcare attorney, I remember thinking one moment I was going into a conversation about HIPAA compliance, only to find myself fielding questions about AI and treatment decisions. The modern practice of law moves quickly. It's complicated, it's exhausting. So imagine a tool that can help you spot legal issues that are outside of your practice area, or imagine a tool that can help you ask better questions even when you're tired. Our novel solution is called Quick. Quick automatically joins your virtual meeting in Microsoft Teams. It prompts you to consider real-time legal issues and questions. It even sends you a summary email after the meeting with a draft billing entry. So there's no specialized training or prompt engineering required. The onboarding is really simple, and the tool is in the Microsoft Teams store. So Anthony will walk you through the demo.
Yeah, thanks, Hilary. As Hilary mentioned, we're in the Team store, showing that here. You can download it today. Obviously, to use it, you'll need a license from us. So if you're interested in that, just reach out afterwards. Once you have it in Teams, it integrates directly into your Teams application. So it's here pinned to the dashboard. Got a snazzy little dashboard here. Main functionality here is that you can manually add Quick to any meeting. Quick will automatically read your calendar and add itself to meetings that you've scheduled. But if you want to join early, or it's a meeting that maybe you haven't scheduled, you can manually add Quick at any point. These are all your meetings for the next 24 hours in a handy little UI. So they're adding Quick. HeyCounsel, I think I'm supposed to be at that today. But if not, you can join the meeting as usual, and Quick will follow you into the meeting. That looks like joining a Teams meeting. I think everyone's seen that before. And so now I'm in the meeting, and Quick is here with me. Quick joins as a participant, so it's the other one in the meeting for now. Normally, Quick will be appended to the top of your dashboard where your apps are. First time you load it, you'll probably have to add it in manually. Mine is already loaded, but if you needed to, you could just use the little plus icon and add Quick in manually. Once you have Quick, you've got your chat pane, but Quick can replace your chat pane. You have two pieces of functionality there. One is the core functionality. The second is an announcement feature, which is similar to in Zoom announcing that you're recording. It's just an opportunity to announce that AI is in the meeting and it's listening. Once you've let everybody know, you can join the issues and questions. This is your main UI for Quick. And what you'll see shortly is as audio is starting to be fed into Quick, you'll start to see a yellow active icon appear. That means it's hearing the audio. If audio is not happening, you'll get a little alert that says check your microphone or I'm not hearing anything. But right now it's processing audio from a simulated conversation. So as soon as it starts to get audio, it will start to gain context and start to work to spot legal issues in real time. And it will also start to spot questions that will help you, sort out the facts of what you need to either action these work yourself or pass off to a colleague who would be with the work. So now you can see we're starting to get issues and questions here. Your legal issues are stated as just a general sort of a trigger, give you sort of that bright light in your mind: corporate formation law, employment law, labor law, and then it gives you a sentence or so that gives you some context about why it thinks there might be a legal issue there. Then the questions are statements are questions that are designed to pull out the facts. God forbid that you're multitasking, like Laurel mentioned, and this helps you stay on track and make sure you're not missing anything throughout the course of your meeting. And this will continue throughout the meeting. The more context you give it, the better the issues and questions get. It will not repeat legal issues, so you'll never get the same one twice, but it'll continue to build, get more jurisdiction specific, so on and so forth as you go throughout your meeting. Both these boxes are scrollable. They're both collapsible. So if you find the questions distracting, you find the issues not needed, you can always get rid of them. You can also check them off as you take a look at them and just say, hey, I've done that one or flag that one for later follow-up. And then when you're done with your meeting, you end the meeting as you normally would. Quick leaves automatically once audio stops, no one's in the meeting, it will go ahead and follow you out of the meeting. And when it does that, it will create a draft email for you. This draft email will have really 3 components. The first thing it's going to have is a summary of what happened in the meeting. So it's not a transcript, but a summary, a synopsis of what happened. Closing issues list. This issues list is sorted by legal practice area. And then the last item is what we're calling billing information. It has a duration of the meeting that can easily be turned into a billing entry for invoicing and so on. And yeah, that's our tool. That's quick, and I will turn it back over to Hilary.
Thanks, Anthony. Let's quickly hit privacy and security. We know it's on everyone's mind. Why should you trust us with your client information? Here's why. We have gone through great lengths to make sure that this tool is in a secure Microsoft Azure environment. We take out personal information from any transcribed text. We've opted out of the LLM being able to use your data to train the model, and we don't store transcripts. We even use Azure Key Vault that securely stores and manages sensitive information like encryption keys, certificates. So this ensures just overall protection against unauthorized access, which enhances the security and compliance of Quick. So this tool was designed by attorneys, Anthony and I, for attorneys. If you still have questions, please reach out to us. We would love to provide a live demo that's personalized to your practice area. So key takeaway, adopt Quick, and you can ensure that the best version of yourself is in front of your client. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much. This is like, before, I think Hilary and Anthony and I spoke maybe, I don't know, a month ago, when we were just thinking of doing this demo day. And I had just had a conversation with my cousin, who's also an attorney, and he was saying he would literally be on ChatGPT during his calls, just using it, because why not, right? Like, why not be more educated about the topic that you're having a conversation about, or be able to answer a question on the spot versus having to go back and do some additional research, or at least ask better questions. So it's kind of like a second mind, and you all are automating that. So that's really cool to see. A few questions are in our chat, so I'm going to ask those. The first one is, do you give it context before the meeting, or is it just like on as you go, on the go type thing? Is there an ability to give query or Quick some context before you start the meeting?
So we're adding more and more context every day. For now, we're taking things like meeting title, who the attorney is, information we know about the attorney to give it some context, and then it builds on that context iteratively throughout the call. Soon we'll be adding the ability to add documents beforehand, generate context from the email string that generates the meeting, client files, things of that nature. But for now, it's context building within the meeting itself.
Awesome. And I just launched the poll. Sorry, I got so late. So vote, please. I just launched the poll. It should be popping up. And then, so Tim asked, does this work in Teams only or Zoom as well? I'm sure you guys are road mapping the different integrations, but yeah, can you talk a little bit to that point?
We're in Teams today, probably Zoom by the end of the year.
All right, end of the year for Zoom. And then one more question, is the conversation data retained anywhere?
No, so one of the big things, and Hilary may want to hit this too, we don't retain transcripts, we don't retain any information that would be identifiable or discoverable. So nothing in our databases would be responsive to discovery requests or violating kind of client confidentiality. That's one of the first things in technical architecture that we focus on. Go ahead, Hilary, if you want to hit more.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but we do have to transcribe snippets of text in order to send it through the LLM. But before that happens, we take out personal information. So we're looking for client name, attorney names, party names, things like that. So even before it goes to the LLM, your data, it has some pre-processing that takes place. And then, as I mentioned too, the LLM, we've opted out of the LLM being able to use that data to train the model. So we've taken multiple steps to ensure that your data, your client's data, it cannot possibly appear in output of, some other user who's using the Quick tool.
That's awesome. Really helpful context. Thank you both so much. Love seeing you again. You have another minute to vote, audience members, and then we will run to the next thing. So yeah, just go for that. David, you can cue our snazzy